Hi everyone, and welcome to the fourth video in our series, HR Essentials, What Employers Need to Know. This video is all about probation periods. So sometimes it's easier to let go than it is to hang on to an employee. And again, today I'm joined by Paulette McCormack from Fresh HR Insights. Hi Paulette, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. It's great to have you along again.
Yeah, thank you.
This is exciting.
It is. So this is the fourth video that we've got, and as I said, we're all talking all about probation periods today. So I've got a few questions for you.
Okay,
so
great.
The first question is, are probation periods actually beneficial to an employer?
Oh, they are. I don't know why people don't have them in place. If you bring an employee on board and they're just not working out, you've got the probation period that you can dismiss them in. And just let them go, because holding on is worse than letting go sometimes. So if you've got an employee in there, like you were saying when we went through recruitment last week, or last month we went through the recruitment, and you had a staff member there that just wasn't working out. So you'd obviously had them through the recruitment process and they weren't working out. Well, you can just let them go. Call them into a meeting. Hey, look, we've gone through this, we've looked at this. Unfortunately, we're going to fail you within your probation period. Pay them their week's notice and off they go. Simple as that.
That's great. What a great resource that is available for employers.
I know.
Sometimes when you do take people on, that they're not the right ones, so it's easier that in that way to move them on than it is to keep them around.
But obviously there are time frames within the probation periods as well. If you're an employer with over 15 staff, you have to have let them go on by 5 months.
Okay.
Pretty much, because you've got to include the notice period time within that as well. So it'd be 5 months and 1 week. But you would know by 5 months. Don't think, they might improve, because if they're not working, probably not going to work.
So you're really better off letting them go earlier and sooner rather than later.
Yeah, before they embed themselves in your culture as well, or before they can do damage to your business as well.
Okay, so the next question, can you actually extend a probation period?
Again, if we look at the minimum terms of employment or the minimum employment period, so if you've got a staff member, you're a small business and less than 15, then 12 months is where they get their unfair dismissal right. So within that time, they don't have access to that. They're out of jurisdiction for unfair dismissal. If you're a business with more than 15, you've only got 6 months. So if your probation period is 6 months, you've got more than 15, so there is no point extending it, because the employee is going to get their unfair dismissal rights anyway. But again, I go back to, if at 3-4 months they're not working out, probably not going to work out.
So best to get rid of them then.
Best to let them go.
Okay. All right. Now, the other question is, when can't you dismiss in probation?
So when can't you dismiss? There's whole different ones that you cannot dismiss. So you've obviously got general protections as well. So if an employee is off on sickness, as an example, you can't dismiss them in their probation period, because it could come back at you. You've dismissed them because they're off on sick. They took on sick. So you're going to have a general protections claim. It's probably going to come your way. Also, you can't dismiss them based on a protected attribute. So you get a new employee on board, 2 months down the track, I'm pregnant. Oh, sorry, you failed your probation period. You're likely to get discrimination thrown in on that one, so you wouldn't be able to do that as well. Also, if you don't follow the terms and conditions of your employment contract that you have in place with your employee as well, so that would be breach of contract. Okay, so there are some areas that you need to be aware of as well. And you do need to take all reasonable steps to assist the employee within that period as well.
So that you're giving them all the right training so that they can do the best that they can possibly do within that probation period.
The tools of the job. And what I say is, treat a person the way that you'd want to be treated. So imagine if you're a new person in a workplace, what will you need to support you to be successful? There's no point chucking someone in and going, off you go.
That's it. They've got no hope of winning the game, have they?
No, they haven't. So give them the opportunity to at least succeed, because the recruitment process, as we've gone through, can be expensive.
That's right.
So, make the most of it, get it right. Then you've got the probation period if it isn't working out. Now, I'm not saying, and I definitely would not encourage you to get people up to 5 months all the time and sack them. Get people to 5 months and sack them and become a serial person doing that, because you'll soon get a bad reputation for it and you'll have no culture within your business. If you're in the customer service industry, your customers are going to know as well. You're going to have no consistency. So what you actually want is to get a person on board and have them there for a long period of time.
And it also gets expensive if you keep taking people on and recruiting them and then getting rid of them.
Because it's the training up process. It's not just the recruitment, it's the training up as well. But the probation period's there as your get out of jail card, I guess, if you want to call it that, and it should be utilised.
Yeah, of course. I've got one more question for you, is in regards to probation periods and independent contractors. Can you use probation periods with independent contractors?
Well, with an independent contractor, you're going to have an independent contractor agreement in place with them, and you're going to have your terms of ceasing engagement with them within there as well. So that's not really the point of having a probation period. They're not actually necessarily going to fall under the Fair Work legislation.
Because they're not technically employees.
They're not technically employees. Yeah. However, word of warning, be careful about the independent contractors and employees. You needed to have made sure the totality of the relationship shows they're definitely an independent contractor.
Right.
So just be
definitely
careful.
Another topic for discussion
Another
there.
topic, a whole new topic.
Absolutely. So I think that's about all the questions we had today about probation periods. Yep. Now, have you got some freebies to give away?
Always got my freebies. So I have got a fact sheet on probation periods. So I'll pop that up for you. And I've also got 2 free templates. So one for successful probation letter and one for unsuccessful probation.
Awesome.
So you'll be able to do that there as well. And of course, you can go on and book in a 30-minute chat with us as well. Yep. So that's available on our website. We'll pop that link in there too. And as per last month, we have our employee handbook, our generic base employee handbook for $297. So we'll put the link in there for that too.
That's really great value and great protection for any employers.
Yes, but make sure you take your employees through the handbook. Don't just stick it in the bottom drawer because
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. You've got to take your employees through it as well. Make sure they understand. What about you? You've got a great new one.
I've just finished my first ebook. So it's called Systems Made Simple, the 8 Steps to Systemizing Your Construction Business. So I will pop a link in this as well so that you can download that for free. And I'm also offering a great deal this month on my next workshop. So that's going to be, normally it's $97 for one person, but for the month of July with the workshop on the 19th of July, that'll be 2 people for $97. So if you haven't been to my workshop, come along. I'd love to see you there.
Oh, that's so good. So all the links will be available. So do watch out for those. And yeah, if you've got any questions of us, you know what? We're here. We don't bite. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, get in touch with either of us. We'd be happy to have a chat with you. And until then, we'll see you all next month with our next video in the series. Look forward to seeing you then.
Take care now. Bye.
Bye.